Lisa, and if you don't already know, I'm Scottish, but I've lived in Madrid in Spain for the past 14 years. So today, for anyone considering coming to live in Spain, I thought I would do a video on tips for living in Spain. And these are not tips that you're going to find if you Google tips on living in Spain. These are tips that I've learned simply by living here for such a long period of time. They're things that you wouldn't know unless you're a native Spanish person or you're someone that's lived in the country for quite a long period of time. Tip number 1, don't invite people to your house. In the UK, it's so common to invite your friends round to your house for a cup of tea and a chat, and even if you have kids and your friend has kids, then you'll organise play dates and your friend will come to your house with all of her kids and then you'll go to her house with all your kids. We have this tradition of spending a lot of time in each other's houses, probably because of the weather, but in Spain people just don't do that. If you want to meet a friend, then you meet a friend for coffee in a bar or on a terrace. If your friend has kids, you arrange to go to the park together and the kids play in the park and the mums are chatting to one another. But you arrange to do everything outdoors. And because the weather's so nice, the majority of the time you can do outdoor activities with your friends. And then if it rains or if it's cold, then people just don't see their friends. They just hide themselves away in their houses until the sun comes out again. And I've invited loads of Spanish people to my house throughout my time here because I didn't know that that wasn't the done thing in Spain. And they'll come, but you can tell that they're just like a little bit uncomfortable. They're like, why is this person inviting me to their house? Sometimes they don't want to come in and I'm like, please come in, and they just stand at the front door like uncomfortable. And then you'll never get an invite back to their house because it's just not what they do. I feel like Spanish people's houses are reserved for their family and maybe very, very, very close friends. But acquaintances and, you know, mums you meet at school, it's just not the done thing to invite them to your house. Tip number 2, do not call anyone between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. because Spanish people will normally eat between 2 and 3, and then between 3 and 5, sometimes they have a siesta, they have a nap, and if they don't have a nap, this is considered their resting time. So after they finish eating at 3, they'll spend 2 hours lying on the sofa, watching TV, reading a book. And it's considered very rude to phone someone or to try and make plans or to try and do anything between these eating and resting hours. Obviously, Spanish people have their normal working hours between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. during the week. So if you need to phone a large company, then you can phone the company between those hours because people will be working. But I mean like on a personal level, like if you were going to phone a friend or if you want to phone someone at the weekend, then don't ever phone between the hours of 2 and 5. That happened to me quite a lot when I first moved here. Like I would just phone everyone between 2 and 5. The response I got was not great. I mean, people will pick up the phone and they'll talk to you, but you can tell that they're thinking, what is this person doing phoning me at this time? Like, I'm lying on the couch, I'm relaxing. The last thing I want to do is talk to someone right now. I just want peace and quiet. Tip number 3, the Spanish government rewards you for having a large family. If you have 3 or more children in Spain, you're considered to have a large family. Most people in Spain have like 1 child, 2 children. It's not that common to have 3 or more. If you do have 3 or 4 children, you are entitled to discounts on gas, electricity, water, transport. You get into museums for free. You also get help with university fees, and the government gives you 100 euros a month if you have 3 children, and they give you 150 euros a month if you have 4 children. And if you have 5 children or more, then you're considered to have a super large family and you get even more discounts. So if you're thinking about coming to live in Spain and you have a large family, make sure you get all the discounts that you're entitled to. And then the 4th tip is just to get used to a completely different pace of life. In Spain, life is more chilled. People are more laid back. People do tend to arrive late. You know, if you've arranged to meet at 5 o'clock, don't be surprised if someone turns up at 5:15, sometimes 5:30. Especially at the weekend, people will get up really late. They'll have lunch maybe at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then they'll have their siesta, their nap, and then they won't have dinner until 9, 10 o'clock at night. And especially in the summer, you will see people in restaurants until 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you'll see their kids in the restaurants as well, playing, because they'll have these restaurants with big terraces outside, so you'll eat outside while your kids are playing. Kids are allowed into bars, they're allowed into restaurants and pubs. Everything is just more laid back. I think in the UK we're very rigid and very strict, and kids need to be in bed by 8 o'clock. It's not like that here at all. We still send our kids to bed fairly early, but most Spanish children go to bed really late. And even during the week when there's school, they tend to go to bed a lot later and then maybe catch up on their sleep at the weekend. And then the final tip is to get yourself BNEXT. BNEXT is literally obligatory. If you want to come and live in Spain, you need to have BNEXT. So basically it's an app that you can easily download onto your phone for free. Just go into the app store or whatever and just download the BNEXT app. And it allows you to send money from Spain to over 160 countries in the world, including the United Kingdom, the United States, Canada. If you're living in Spain and you're working in Spain, then obviously at some point you're going to want to send money back to the UK in case you need to nip over to the UK to sort out some business, or if you want to go back to the UK on holiday to visit your friends and family, you're going to need money. And sending money over from Spain to the UK using this BNEXT app is 100% quicker, cheaper and more efficient than doing it through the traditional banking system. Normally you would maybe do a bank transfer from a Spanish account over to a British account, or some people go to the post office and they try and send money from Spain to the UK through the post office, or they go to an exchange bureau and they change their euros over to pounds. There's lots of old-fashioned ways of converting your cash, of moving your cash. But this way, this like new modern way, using this app, is just so much less hassle than all of those other ways. It's so much easier. It's really, really cool. I mean, it's an app on your phone. It's literally just get your phone out, press a button, and you've moved the money over. Like, you can't get more simple than that. It's a free app. There's no maintenance charges. You don't have to pay a fee to set yourself up an account. So anyway, there's two ways of sending money through this app. You can send money instantly. So you just get out your phone, press a button, and the money is sent from Spain and it arrives instantly in the UK at a physical location. And there's loads of these physical locations around the UK. You just find your nearest one, you go, and you can get your money instantly. Or you can send the money from your bank account to a bank account in the UK, and it only takes between 1 and 2 days, whereas with a normal bank transfer it would take about 4 days. The first transfer that you do is completely free, just so you can like see how it works, and thereafter you're charged a small fee, but that is nothing in comparison to what a normal bank would charge you, or what you would get charged at an exchange bureau or at the post office. And it's super easy to open an account. You just download the app, you create your account for free, you complete all the security details, upload a photo of yourself, and then you're done. You're free to transfer money from Spain to over 160 countries in the world. And then there's another possibility of getting a BNEXT card, and that allows you to send money from the UK over to Spain. Imagine, you know, you're still working in the UK, but you're thinking about moving over to Spain. Then you can move your salary that you earn in the UK over to Spain using this BNEXT card. So I'm going to leave a link down below, and if you sign up for the BNEXT app using this link, not only will it be completely free the first time you transfer money to another country, but you will get a €5 voucher to use on any future transfers. So there you go. those were some tips on living in Spain. If you are thinking about coming to live in Spain, I hope these tips have been useful. Or if you're an expat already living in Spain, I hope these tips have helped you. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!